This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. November is Men's Health Awareness Month, so Talkspace wants guys to know that being prepared for life's biggest challenges and opportunities means prioritizing mental health, too. Talkspace can help you go beyond fine-tuned workouts, supplements, and productivity hacks. Talkspace can help you fine-tune your inner life so you can succeed in being the best version of yourself in any situation. And with Talkspace, you can get therapy from anywhere and on your time. You can even text your therapist between sessions. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace takes most insurance, and most insured members have a $0 copay. Men's Health Awareness Month is the perfect time to reach out to Talkspace. Now, get $80 off your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com and save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com. That's Talkspace.com, promo code SPACE80.
Oh.
Mom!
Make this your best season yet with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor. Just heat up and enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want, like taking a hike or putting on a wig. It's easy to savor more this spring. Factor meals pack in the flavor with none of the fuss. So get started at factormeals.com/Courtney50off and use code Courtney50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
G'day and welcome to RnR with me, Courtney Act. I am going to be honest with you. I hate small talk. I love the deep and meaningful. And I want to know what makes people tick. But these days, talking about the important stuff can sometimes feel dangerous, like you're either with us or against us. It's overwhelming. And I think the problem is that people are standing on opposite sides of the room, just yelling. And maybe if we took a few steps towards the middle, we could not yell so much. And I think one of the solutions is storytelling. It's our greatest invention. And I want every story shared here to be a reminder that our similarities are greater than our differences. So let's lean in, de-escalate the conversation, let the guard down, and embrace the complexity. Welcome to RnR with me, Courtney Act. If you came looking for rest and relaxation, you came to the wrong place, because today we're going to talk about the scary stuff. Please welcome my guest, who is a cross-dressing entertainer that has entertained the world for nearly a decade. Please welcome Katya.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for
your
being
podcast called RnR.
Yeah, but look at the camera and say it.
RnR.
But it's RnR.
Yeah, RnR, which sounds like, oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah. RnR. Bingo.
Oh wait, bingo.
Wait, can you say bingo?
Bingo.
Oh, that's not even funny.
Bingo.
Bingo. It sounds like bean gore.
Did you have this song at school? There was a man who had a dog and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh.
What about the kookaburra?
Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. Merry, merry king of the bush is he. Laugh, kookaburra, laugh. Kookaburra gay your life must be.
Wow. Okay, that I don't like. Sorry.
Did you have that song at school?
Yeah. we
Kookaburra.
did. Well, are we the same age?
Yes.
Exactly almost?
1982.
Yep. Water dogs. Chinese zodiac.
Oh.
Happy
Year of the
Chinese New Year,
Snake.
by the way.
I want to start with something simple to ease us into the conversation. Do you believe in God?
No.
No.
I mean, not that one.
Not that one. Do you believe in a God?
No.
No.
I mean, I love gods.
Right.
I believe that they exist in people's mind, but give me a fucking break. No fucking God. Grow up. Grow up!
I was thinking the other day that maybe like Santa
Grow
Claus.
up!
that
I mean-
Santa Claus is like
Yeah.
early religion 101.
Yeah.
It's like how you like kind of get the kids. Like there's this man, and if you're nice, you'll get presents, and if you don't, you will get a lump of coal. It's like if you're good, you go
Also,
to heaven.
coal is the worst thing they could conjure.
Right? Do you know the price of
not
coal?
like rusty nails or like cat shit
Chicken's feet.
or like smallpox.
That's a delicacy somewhere.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coal
I guess-
isn't that bad.
No.
put it, you know.
And it's expensive.
Yeah.
Put that in the fire.
Thank you. Thank you. Lovely set.
Thank you. I love it. And I really like the way my red lips are popping with the deep purple background.
Let me ask you, how do you do a show like this when you can see yourself in the monitor and not just start jacking it?
Very well.
How do you not just start
Well, thankfully,
jacking
I
it?
have a lazy eye, so I can keep one eye on the camera.
You know,
Oh, I should have done this earlier. I can now see what I look like from front on because my face is facing the camera. Can you see it?
my face is facing the camera.
But one
Yeah.
eyeball is watching the monitor.
No, I realize that I'm also cross-eyed. Every picture I've taken, one eye does this and the other does this.
No, I wanted to talk about like
God.
religion and God. And like, I'm a godless atheist who doesn't believe in anything.
Okay.
And I feel like we've talked before about like nihilism
Yeah.
and like this idea that nothing matters.
Mm.
But I feel like in my nothing matters, I'm like, woo, nothing matters.
Well, that's I wouldn't call that nihilistic though. I would call that like atheistically hopeful.
Yeah.
Jubilant.
I feel like there's also different terms.
Godlessly jubilant.
There's like existential nihilism.
Solipsistic and all that crap. I mean, I think you're just practical.
Practical.
Practically jubilant.
Realistic.
Yeah. Level-headed.
Yeah.
Not stupid.
I used to be very optimistic and be very of like the new age.
Well, you should be. You've never had a problem in your whole life.
Like that new age sort of thinking thing. But it's interesting because you love yoga
Wait,
and
new
you
age.
love.
Well, I love stretching. Let's be real.
But you love
I
yoga
do.
and
I mean,
meditation.
we should.
and-
Yeah, yoga is so fascinating. You know, the grandson of the founder of Ashtanga Yoga recently died.
Wow.
He was only 50.
Oh.
And he died on a hike, had a heart attack, and died. He's dead. And
So that's your message to everybody: don't do yoga or you'll die. At
I
50
know.
on the
I mean, it's
hill.
crazy, but like he was, Ashtanga. Madonna did that one. Gwyneth Paltrow did that one, and it's very spiritual. But I was like, we're chanting in Sanskrit at the beginning and end of class. I'm like, what are we doing? It seems so phony.
I feel like when you're making a noise and you're focused on the noise, you're being present.
Absolutely.
And when you have an intention, when you know what you're chanting, then maybe you're like, I don't believe that like everything happens for a reason. I don't believe in like the law of attraction. I just believe that like on the psychological principle that like if you think about something, be it positive or negative, you through confirmation bias, you're going to see more of that and get more of that and look for more of that.
Yeah, I love witchy shit, but I mean...
Yeah, you love tarot.
Yeah, I love that shit. But I don't take it that seriously.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like pull a card to see if I should sign this more. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Do you think tarot and horoscopes are more like
horoscopes are different?
Okay.
Horoscopes are Mad Libs and are insane. Someone, it's like when they used to be printed in the newspaper, it's like, you are gonna have a problem today, but don't you worry, because this is gonna get solved by you and the help of someone else, maybe. Whoa, it's like so stupid, and it like, I don't know.
Why did they give people so much meaning? Like, and also like, what about dating, right? We're like, oh, she's an Aquarian. Oh, that's a Scorpio. I could never. What does it mean?
It means nothing.
It does.
It means nothing, except my witch friend would tell you that it means everything, and I believe her. That's the irony.
Do you think it's like a way for someone to identify with a stereotype
It's
and
like
tell the world that that's them?
Well, it's like the Chinese zodiac, which I'm totally into, but not enough to really research it. Like
You're a
you're an
snake.
animal.
Yeah.
That's cool. Because
you-
animals are real.
Yeah.
And they exist, and we can observe them.
Cancers are real.
No, but I mean, like, I'm an Aquarius, so like I'm or Pisces, like.
Whenever I say I don't really believe in horoscopes, and people say, "What star sign are you?" and I'm like an Aquarian, and they're like, "That's such
a very
an Aquarian thing
Aquarian.
to say."
That old yarn. I mean, I think it's so. I was really flabbergasted at how crazy and rampant it is in LA. It's like crazy here.
Instead of us agreeing with each other about horoscopes being dumb, what could we say that would be helpful to somebody listening who believes in horoscopes and disagrees with us?
If you're really into the zodiac, you're not. What we just said is not even going to register in your mind. And I think that it appeals to people's inherent self. Like,
People want to understand themselves.
well, yeah. It's
You-
like, if
you
you're
wanna
going
use
to
the word
tell me about me,
narcissism.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like anything that's going to tell you more about you is like obviously the most interesting thing you can think of. for young narcissists, Zodiac is very compelling.
Yeah. I mean, algorithms are just telling us what we want to hear as well, right?
Oh, and then China.
Let's just say buzzwords.
China!
China.
I want to go. Have you been?
I've been to Qingdao and Shenzhen and Hong Kong.
I mean, shit. China's left us in the dust. I mean, we're living in the medieval times.
In some respects.
Yeah, every respect. I'm just kidding.
Their social communism is not maybe...
I don't know.
We don't know. We're not there.
I don't think they use the Zodiac to govern.
Well, they have their Chinese.
You're right, but they
Zodiac.
don't do like Cancer and all that crap.
Quite superstitious people.
That's true.
Color red, certain numbers.
But you know what I love? You know what the gift to Chinese New Year?
What?
Money.
That's a good gift.
Love that shit.
Well, after the break, we're going to talk more about...
China. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Sorry.
I don't know. I'll look at my card and I'll find out.
Okay. Should I start crying?
Not no.
Make this your best season yet with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor. Eating well's never been this easy. Just heat up and enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want. Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, perfect for an active lifestyle. With 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your goals. You can choose from Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more. Plus, Factor powers you with daily satisfying breakfast, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. Making time to cook can be a bit of a challenge for me, but that is why I love Factor. Quality ingredients with recipes that actually taste good. I just had the tomato quinoa and goat's cheese scramble with patatas bravas. Chef's kiss. Get started at factormeals.com/Courtney50off and use code Courtney50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code Courtney50off at factormeals.com/Courtney50off for 50% off plus free shipping.
Your fear of cancellation.
That was a big trap.
It was a big sweeping
and you
statement.
just fell
And I
into
fell
it,
for
and you
it.
fell into it, and you did. So not only do I let it govern my life, I know it has complete and total control over it at all times, no matter what.
I guess the difference between Zodiac and, say, religion is that
Let me interrupt you.
go for it.
Because The Devil's Bath, this is a movie based on a real phenomenon in, I think, 17th century Austria. Suicide by proxy. Okay, so in this deeply religious community, rural community, suicide meant you were damned to hell.
If you
commit
committed
suicide, you are gonna go to hell.
Yeah.
But if you're morbidly depressed and you kill a child, you get sentenced to death for that crime, but then absolved by a priest before they kill you.
Oh, well, that's...
Thus, you get to commit suicide and go to heaven.
Go to heaven.
That's a real phenomenon that took place. In this movie, they made a movie, probably the most depressing movie you could ever watch in your whole life. So bad. And when they chopped off the head, the villagers all drank the blood for good luck.
There's so many things.
It's real. I mean, not anymore.
I guess
But that's religion.
But I guess religion came about because you can't just say, don't do this, don't do that. People are like, and what? And then if you're like, don't do this, otherwise, when you die, you'll go to hell.
And we have this amazing building to prove it.
Yeah.
Because when I walked into the St. Peter's Basilica, the Vatican, I was like, God is real.
I feel the Holy Spirit is flowing through me.
Has to be.
Yeah.
How did they do that? Why did they do that?
Which is why they built those grand buildings. And pipe organs were placed, you could only go to a church and hear a pipe organ, and they're tuned to a certain frequency that you can only get from a pipe organ. So when you're sitting there in this grand building with the resonance and this pipe organ,
just be true. God is real and I'm going.
But it's sort of like chanting, right? Chanting, pipe organs.
You know what? You're right.
The resonance of music and sound.
I'm going to wind it back too.
Yeah.
I do love the chanting. I think it's also a little weird when Westerners take something from the East, but who fucking cares?
Like Catholicism?
No, wait, what? Did we know? I don't know, bindis and shit.
Yeah.
It just gets a little funky.
Well, I think those trappings, the drag of religion is different to maybe chanting. I love an om.
Me too.
Because
resonant.
I feel like it's resonant and it helps me should we om now?
Oh. So why are you doing ah?
Oh.
Oh, you go ow. Oh. Shanti Shanti, Shanti. That's what
I
they
don't
say.
do
Peace,
shanties.
peace, peace.
I just do alms.
Well,
Oh, that's
guess
what
what?
shanti means peace.
Well, so the hypocrisy of religion or whatever, as it applies to yoga, tell me why.
Tell me why.
Tell me why every
Tell me
male
why.
yoga guru has turned out to be a raper.
Because it's not
abuser.
That's got nothing to do with the fact that they're yoga yogis. It's the fact to do with that they're men who
Yes.
have power.
And are staring at Lululemon vaginas all day.
Uh-huh.
Picture it, 90 women in down dog.
Yeah.
With their
Sweaty.
fucking labia just busting through their sweaty Lululemon fucking tights. And they're straight and they're wanting to jerk it.
But that's about men and patriarchy.
Yeah. Bikram Chowdhury, whatever, the founder of Bikram, fucking lunatic, like wacko, abuser, raper, philanderer, crazy.
Los Angelino.
I mean, it's no surprise. How are you going to trust a man who says, come into this carpeted room and with
sweat,
110
110
degrees and do these poses and then do them again? It's like, what?
I also love like my just world fallacy that I'm like, oh, well, obviously they steam clean the carpet between every class.
Also, it's like sweating, so release all your toxins. Sweating doesn't do that. Sweating doesn't do that. Sweating doesn't do that.
I will
Sweating
say,
doesn't do that. You feel great because you've
did love
survived an
Bikram.
ordeal.
Yeah. But that's like ice baths or
Yeah.
saunas or...
But if I slap you,
Yeah.
like 2 minutes later, you'd be like, oh, thank God I'm not slapped.
We could form a cult.
I think we already have.
Okay, good.
Because people have tattoos of us.
They do. I saw a girl in Bradford when I was doing the pantomime. She had my face, beautiful tattoos, Willem's face. I'm glad they're good ones because I've seen a few.
When they look ugly,
Boogers out there.
it's wild.
It is wild.
I think it's fierce. I mean, it's like, because I'm not an easy face to tattoo. 5 degrees to the left, I look like a dog. It's true. I went to Thailand for 2 weeks and I did a yoga retreat. We did like so much yoga. And then 2 hours of chanting. And I was like, oh, I don't know about the chanting.
Is it because it feels religious-y?
It just feels like it's just a tradition I'm not like interested in and I don't feel as relevant to my...
I guess I kind of think like, okay, what is the physiological or psychological thing that is happening here?
It's like singing in church.
Yeah. It's a form of unison. It's a
Yeah,
form of
community,
everybody on the
worship,
one note.
yeah.
Like you feel like you're together doing something. It's psychological principles.
Yeah.
You have talked publicly about sobriety and addiction. And I know that in the program, like God is a part of that.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's like really cool workarounds. Like good orderly direction is like a really good acronym.
Right.
That's like so fierce.
Good orderly direction.
That's so fierce. For people who are rampant, like, I mean, if you're like an unapologetic atheist who's never gonna, or if you're smart, you don't believe in God, because they do mention God a lot.
Yeah.
It can be a real bummer. It can be a real barrier. But I love good orderly direction or a group of drunks.
Group of drunks.
Which is the meeting.
Yeah.
You know. But one of the traditions is that you don't talk about the program on the level of press, radio, and film.
Okay.
Because if I become a spokesperson for the program, boop.
Well, you've talked about that,
You know what
right?
I mean?
Like on Drag Race, you talked about getting sober.
I wish I hadn't.
And you wish you hadn't.
I really wish I hadn't.
Why don't you wish you hadn't?
I learned the hard way that accountability through like the public eye doesn't work for me. It does work for some
It's extra
people.
pressure, right?
I mean, not really, but it just creates an awkward situation when I relapse and I'm like,
Yeah.
and people are like, you're so inspiring. I'm like, I'm really high right now. You know, it's like, it's not great.
Would you, if you had to do it all again, a Kylie Minogue song from the 80s, would you not have talked about sobriety?
Yes, 100% it would not have.
Okay, what about the other side, which is that actually you've inspired so many people through talking about sobriety?
Well, that's great. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And then like those people that come up to you and say, you saved my life, and you're like, I'm really high right now.
Yeah. But I didn't save your, but you know.
But maybe you pointed them in the right direction. You inspired somebody to change their
get
life,
sober?
to get sober.
Well, that's great.
It is great.
That's wonderful.
Well, it's like, there's
No,
a lot-
it is cool, but you know what I mean, though? It's like,
Yeah.
it is you don't want to be a role model because drag queens, role model?
Maybe it's more about the conversation that like nobody is perfect and that, apart from me.
Apart from you.
I have a webbed toe, Katya.
Oh, you probably webbed it just to have a problem.
A perfectly pedicured web.
Where's the web? Madam Web?
There.
I don't think that You're not giving Madame Web with that. Oh, I see.
Let me tell you, when I go and get a pedicure and the lady
it's your
puts the
secret
thing
shame.
through,
You're like, oh my God,
she gets to the second toe and then she does the third, fourth, and then she comes back and she tries to shove it in again, and it's always quite fun
Square
to watch.
peg, round hole.
Right?
Tell her, shut up.
No, but like, I think the important message is that like, no one is perfect. So the idea of role modeling, the idea of putting someone on a pedestal is never a good thing. But
No.
seeing people as equal and seeing people as human is important.
Yeah. Well, I'm like the anti-pedestal because I've never really done anything good yet. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like I'm like the I'm the bizarro version of you. It's just like, but it's so, I don't know if people know this at home. It's true. It's so funny.
Maybe we crossed a timeline and we're actually from parallel universes.
Literally, I think that's how in the Superman, it's like in the DC world, there's like the opposite dark version of, like, you know, the shadow version, the bad version. The Glinda, the whatever. I'm the
dead one.
The
One that was killed by the house.
Wait, Glinda's the witch of the north?
She's the good witch.
Oh, she's not directionally associated?
Yeah, I think she's the...
She
She's
doesn't
not the
have a
Wicked Witch of the
cardinal
East or
point?
the West. She's the North, I think, and her sister's from the South.
Oh, really? I want to talk to her sister from the South, see what her politics are.
Maybe you're the sister from the
Yeah.
South.
Well, if we're twins, you're the goody two-shoes, and I'm like the one who flunked out of school. But I'm not dumb.
No, you're not dumb.
Just make bad choices all the time.
But like, why do people love you so much?
My legs. My legs.
I think-
my neck.
You're...
Obviously.
I love you, and I know that so many people love you and are
getting
entertained
weird.
by
It's
you.
getting weird.
Forcing you to take a compliment
Yeah.
unconsensually.
Anyway.
You can talk about
Thank you.
that. What is it then? Like, you say that you haven't done anything good yet.
No, I'm joking, but I mean,
know.
like, what you were describing earlier is like, what do we call it? Atheistically jubilant. Like, you're like, yeah, you're like, woo, rather than like, oh. I don't know why people like me. I think because I'm pretty in drag, and then I just like do stupid shit sometimes. I don't think about it too much.
No, okay. I mean, I know that I am legitimately entertained by you.
Okay.
Like, we're friends.
Yes.
And so sometimes you almost feel weird
Consuming each other's media.
consuming each other's
Yeah.
media. But honestly,
Not if you're jacking it. Sorry.
yes, I have always been quite a like sunny disposition, but I do remember like at times during COVID and like as the world is kind of going crazy, that putting on an episode of you or of the podcast, and I
know-
feel a reprieve from the perils of the daily grind.
That is wonderful. And you're not the first person to say that. And I think it's really great. Like, I consider it to be a real privilege, honestly, that people that I respect a lot have like surprised me by saying like, during COVID especially, or or like something crazy like hospital bound or like whatever, they're like, you're the only thing that got me through it. I was like, wow, that's so cool. Because that, for me, that's like Fargo. Or like, when you came to my house a few months ago and I never left the living room couch,
Yeah.
deep depression.
Yeah.
I forget what I was watching, but it was like, that was getting
Lord
me
of the
through.
Rings, Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, for the third time, rewatching it. If somebody tells me that I'm their Game of Thrones, I'm like, just shoot me now, because that's great.
Yeah, it's a compliment. It's high praise.
It's wonderful.
Does it feel...
I don't want to be people's like opposite.
No.
I don't want to be people's Amelia Perez.
No.
You know?
I haven't seen it yet.
Don't.
You know what I think? You are such an exciting and thrilling person. I had this friend, Miss Bradley, when I first moved to Los Angeles.
Are they dead?
Sober for... No.
Okay.
Sober for... it was 42 years back then.
wow.
Sober, Miss Bradley is the most exciting person in any room that I go in. And I always found that really inspiring and exciting.
Well, I think one of the most persistent, untrue things about getting sober is that people think that like you need to use drugs to like make good music. Or like that if you're an artist and you're like, that drugs and alcohol like enhance your ability to create stuff.
I mean, it doesn't
Where in
matter.
fact it does the opposite.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I can't paint unless I'm high. Like, what is that? Like, that's not real. So like, if you have any artistic talent, or you have any creative impulse, or energy, or training, you remove the drugs and alcohol, it is only going to improve.
Well, I guess
Like, exponentially.
It's about finding someone's ability to connect with the creativity without the drugs or alcohol.
Yeah, I don't think they're like they're even related.
But don't you think like I know when I was writing during COVID, I would wake up and
Have a bottle
get
of
a
wine.
coffee and put 2 shots of like gin into it and have half an edible, and I'd sit there
Are you
like
serious?
in this zone. It was COVID. We had a different set of rules.
Drunk!
And
Lush!
I'd sit there and
You're like-
it helped me access a part of my brain that was already there.
Yes.
But
so
it-
it was like an escalator?
Yeah, it was like a shortcut. Yeah, an
Okay.
escalator's a good one.
I mean, it can be a shortcut to what, though? A shortcut to pleasure?
I think for me, it was getting out of my own head and getting, like, oddly, it was like dulling the anxiety or the self-judgment about, like, who am I to write this, or, like, what am I going to write about, or who's going to read it? And you just go, zzz, and it kind of quieted the voices a little.
Fair. But let me tell you something. You take a sample, if you take the same person writing whatever, high on weed, high on meth, high on, or drunk on alcohol, and then sober, what's the best one gonna be? Sober. It's gonna be the best one. You know what I mean? If you're trying to like make coherent, cohesive thought patterns legible through the, like, it's just, drinking and drugs don't make you cool or like
No.
artsy or like whatever.
I see what you're getting
You know
at.
what I mean?
People are like...
They equate them with each other. They
and
associate.
it's an identity, like a
Yeah.
coolness to that identity.
I mean, we know people who have like really taken that on as like, it's part and parcel of their whole personality, like on and off stage, and it's like, ugh.
Hemingway
you don't want
said,
that.
write drunk, edit sober.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, like you described, chugging a bottle of wine every morning during COVID gets you at the typewriter. You got to edit it sober.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. You have to use a sober mind to bring sense to...
Drunk words are sober thoughts. Drunk words are sober thoughts.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that means
when
like,
you're drunk, you speak the truth.
yeah. Is that true for you? You a big drinker these days?
No.
Not
I've
at our
never-
age.
No,
Start to feel it.
no. I've felt very fortunate that I've done all of the drugs and alcohols, but I've never tipped over into what I would call addiction.
Ugh.
And so
That kind
I
of
did
thing.
try, but I don't...
tried heroin?
No, not heroin.
Oh, okay.
They made me take that chapter out of my book because it read too much like a how-to.
Damn. I mean, yeah, because you're so bright and shiny, you got to watch out.
Yeah.
You'll be the wrong kind of role model.
Yeah. In my book, I wanted to talk about all of that sort of stuff because I feel that, like, people are going to do drugs, and I feel like
No
it's
shit.
about harm
Yeah,
minimization.
yeah. No shit. I know, and it's different for gay, queer people who aren't married. Like, I don't have a wife or a husband or children in my house.
Or a job.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have a job. I mean, I barely drive my car. So the stakes and the circumstances of my life situation are very different than John Q. Public's. So it's like, you know, I mean, it's different. I don't know. I feel like for a lot of gay people, it's like, or not gay, but, you know, alternative queer leaning people, drugs and alcohol are kind of like,
A rite of passage.
they're always around. They're always an option.
Yeah.
And it's like, the older I get, I thought that they would be less and less, but the older I get, I find that people my age are still doing them.
I was talking to a friend about how gay men in particular have this relationship with drugs and sex.
Yes,
And-
that's tricky.
Well, what was interesting is, as I was listening to him talk about it, I thought, yes, straight people don't have that relationship because they've never bothered trying.
No, they do.
Do they?
They do.
What do
Yeah,
they do?
so this is some hot tea.
Hot tea.
Ready for some hot tea. Ow. So this, one of my lower companions, they call him, this guy, he used to go to the Hollywood Hills and he would inject meth into A-list straight couples from Hollywood. So not this person, but the equivalent of,
Right.
not them, for real, but the equivalent of, okay?
Wow.
And they would fuck like all weekend, 3-day weekend or whatever. Just like the kind of chem sex behavior that gay guys would do.
Right.
I was like, oh my God, straight people too.
Well, actually, this brings me to my next topic that I want to talk about after the break.
I'd also like to note for the record that I believe a religious, drug-free life is the best kind of life you can ever live.
What about a
here on
non-religious,
Earth.
drug-free life?
I think that's a sinful path that you should not trod.
But hang on, isn't this the problem, is that we tout these ideals that just aren't realistic, and then when people fall from grace, they feel like,
They have
I
to-
know that you're trying to distract my train of thought with those jiggly eyebrows,
No, they got to throw a baby off a waterfall to get, executed and go to heaven.
and go to heaven.
Yeah.
And
It's crazy.
I just think that's why it's important to have realistic conversations about life.
I mean, I think it's also important to emphasize to people that the traditions of many religions, such as Christianity, produce this very real thing, where the deep-seated belief, the unambiguous belief that if I commit suicide, I'll go to hell. And that means I will be tortured for eternity.
Eternity.
That's unimaginable, because already what I'm experiencing on Earth is torturous, right? So I have to kill a kid. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to shut up about this.
You don't have to do it now.
No, I know, but like that is so fucked. And
was that like a get out of hell free card?
Absolutely, it was a loophole.
A loophole.
It had to be a capital crime. Like it had to something punishable by death. So you know, you take that kid, throw it off the waterfall.
And just because a priest, as you're getting killed,
before you get executed, they're like you're like, you know, and then whack, and then the villagers drink your blood, to ward off melancholy. And the only Prozac available was to put horsehair into your the back of your neck and make a festering wound.
Well, that's like the ice bath of back in that day.
Yeah, except it didn't do anything.
Well, it caused trauma.
Yeah,
and then
yeah. Oh, it's so fucked
released
up.
endorphins.
Aren't you so glad that we don't live in 1750 Austria?
Yet.
No, I mean, no matter, I mean, I know the apocalypse has taken place, but at least we're post-apocalypse.
Yeah.
I don't want to be pre-apocalypse because medieval medicine is not really the tea.
Before the break, we were talking about things straight people do.
But what are straight people?
Well, heteronormative people who have sex with people of the opposite gender.
So like boys and girls.
Yeah, but I have this like thought, right? When I think about like straight culture and like looks maxing and like these straight boys.
Looks maxing, i.e. getting dressed.
Yeah.
Like it's
Getting a haircut.
It's like, why do you, I'm so okay boomer about this. It's like, I get that language is, but it's like, what was that called before?
Was this called
Looking
like,
your best.
It was called being gay.
No, it's just like not looking gross.
Yeah. It was like growing up. Because like there's these guys who are like 24 and they're like, I used to be a chubby 16-year-old. You're like, yeah, everyone did.
Yeah.
And then you went through puberty and your bones grew. And
then you do stuff to your body to make
they're
people
like,
want to fuck
I
it.
hit my jaw with a hammer and caused microfractures so that my bones would heal in a bigger way and I got a more pronounced jawline. That's a thing.
Damn.
It's called bone smashing.
Bones sticking out.
Bone
What
smashing.
about the men who, I mean, I know there's at least 3.
Get the height transplants?
Yes! That is mentally ill.
I used to think about that when I was younger, like wondering if like one day I could get some thing that would like make me a few inches taller.
Stilts? I mean, you could literally just get stilts.
Heels!
Yeah, I mean, people who are 5'8", yeah, maybe girls don't want to fuck you, like maybe all the girls don't want to fuck you, but airplane rides are fierce.
And you know what? When you find the one that does,
She's gonna be 5'2".
that's true love.
Yeah. If you're 5'5" and you're a straight guy,
There's challenges there for
There's
you.
challenges that men who are 6'4" don't face. But again, ergonomics, logistics, the everyday benefits far outweigh the inconveniences of bumping your head, of not being always uncomfortable, having your knees up like this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think about it. People don't really think about that.
Well, I think about being an effeminate male and no, I used to think about like being like gay and like effeminate and how like in the gay community there's this like ideal of masculinity and I didn't live up to that and maybe some men were confronted by the idea that I did drag. But then I kind of thought, is a man who's going to care about that, irrespective of whether it's about me or someone else, is that a kind of person that I want to be with?
Of course not.
And so in a way you kind of sort the wheat from the chaff.
Yeah.
So like short kings are
Short kings, that's right.
finding women who are attracted to them
Yeah,
because
shorter queens.
either they fetishize the shortness or they don't care.
They don't care. They're level-headed, not ridiculous and stupid idiots who say, oh my God, this guy is amazing. And the only thing that I don't like about him is that he's not 6'4". Grow up. Literally,
Nudists.
grow up.
Grow up.
Literally grow up.
Nudists, when people like when someone wants to go to a nude beach and they just picture like a whole bunch of like hot models. I'm like, no, honey, that's not who's at the nude beach.
No,
the people at
it's
the nude
Uncle
beach.
Bob.
Yeah, because
It's Uncle Bob and Aunt Sarah.
Because they don't care about the vanity of being nude. They care about the experience and the freedom and liberation of nudity.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Taking your clothes off in public as a nudist is not a sexual fetish or whatever.
No, it's about
It's just like freedom.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, it's like, oh, my naked body's not a crime. Ugh.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a raper.
I mean, there's a freedom. I tried going, I'm never nude. No, I'm against clothing for vanity.
What?
I'm against clothing for modesty.
I was going to say, you don't want anybody to look good.
I'm against...
She says, looking like
I'm against clothing for vanity.
Yeah. Don't look good. Leave it to me.
Ding! No, I'm against clothing for modesty.
Why?
In theory.
Why?
But in practice, I'm a never nude. So,
Oh,
like, I
jeepers.
want to be a person who can be confident naked. And at Burning Man one year, I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. Okay. And I got on my bike and I rode out to the outer fence where there was no people. And then I took off all my clothes, I put them in my backpack, and then I rode back kind of like naked. And I got out at an artwork and was like wandering around
Nobody
naked.
cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody gives a shit.
And
I mean,
then-
maybe somebody wants to fuck you.
And then I felt like a pervert because I'm like, why is nobody looking at me? Like, I'm naked. Why is nobody looking? And then
Don't ignore me.
And it's kind of that thing because my thought is about other people's perception and judgment,
Yeah.
but actually being naked is just about enjoying the way you were born.
Even knowing at a very young age that religion was bullshit and that Catholicism was totally bullshit and ridiculous, still unlearning it is like, it's still there.
Yeah.
Because last night I was jacking off in the hotel room and I had to make sure all the curtains are closed and like...
You're like,
Excuse
me, can somebody please come and close my curtains?
Yeah, my hands
My hands are too sticky. I don't want to get them on the curtain.
No, but I'm like, and I was really worried that somebody would see me. And that's the Pope.
That's the
I can
Pope?
trace that all the way to the Pope.
At what point did you realize, growing up Catholic, that it was all a hoax?
When they wanted me to go to fucking Sunday school and get confirmed, I was like, no, bitch. My fucking time is precious after school. I'm not giving an hour of it away to some bullshit. You know what I mean?
So it was about inconvenience?
No, it was about Kim Cattrall's life motto. I don't want to spend a half an hour doing anything I don't want to do.
And this was you at...
14, 15?
So it was less like this is bullshit and more I don't want to do this.
It was bofa.
Right.
Why not both? Like, it was like
¿Por qué no los dos?
Well, I challenged my parents, and you know, they turned out to be people who are very intelligent. They don't believe in God, you know, not anymore. And I was like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? And it was like I was an asshole about it, and I'm glad I was because they're like, oh yeah, why are we doing this? It's so stupid. So, I mean, you had to go to school all day and then do homework and then go to Sunday school.
How do we liberate people from the cult of Christian mythology?
Good luck, a billion, boop, billion people.
Yeah.
Good luck, but
I mean, it's on the
not gonna
decline.
happen. No, I mean, I think the good thing about it is just community.
And this is the thing, is that I see so many beautiful things in religion.
Well, Mama, the Catholics preserve that art so fiercely.
They do.
They really do.
Have you been to Vatican City?
It's breathtaking
It's stunning.
and filled with whores.
Yeah. Like the idea of going to church, once a week, a sense of community,
Yeah.
a sense of coming together,
A sense of beauty and
a sense
awe
of beauty,
and wonder.
music, enjoyment, like all of those things are lovely. And also like prayers are like affirmation, they're positive statements and they help to sort of point you in the right direction.
And wanting to live a virtuous life is a good thing.
It's a good thing, but it all just comes unraveled when like you pick and choose.
Yeah, well, it all comes screeching to a halt when you say if you kill yourself, you're gonna go to hell.
Yeah, or that gay people are going to hell, or that
Right.
like somebody who loves is going to hell, or that
Or like if you get divorced or whatever antiquated fucking ridiculous rules that are still enforced in any like version of Christianity, and there's so many
religion.
bad ones, Baptist, evangelical. But I'm fascinated by the new age Christian groups.
Hillsong, megachurches.
Kinda. I've probably told this a million times, but the Mosaic, the place on La Brea and Hollywood. So it's a giant church, a giant building. It's called Mosaic. I don't want to give them free press, but like, I went in there on a Sunday, and everybody was hot. I was like, what is going on? And they were young, and none of them knew who I was. I was like, there's not a gay person in here. And there was not, I don't think, a gay person in there. They were all 20s, 30s, really sharply dressed, gorgeous. Like, not all of them, but I mean, like, it was a hot, good-looking crowd. It could have been a group of extras in like one of those
Maybe you'd
OC
wandered
movies.
into a film set.
No. I swear to God, there were no cameras. And it was one of these, they have great rock bands play their Christian weird, like Jesus blood songs. They are kind of evangelicals in disguise.
Yeah.
It's very...
But I get it. Because that would be really fun, right? It's like
Also-
us going to a gay bar and watching Drag Race.
Exactly. Oh, well, I mean, it's a little different, but like, you know, it's
No, but like we don't have the top-down go to hell part. But with all of the community aspect, the things that we love about being gay, they love about religion and church.
And they want to build a family. They want to find a mate. I was like, oh, this is such an ingenious way to meet another fucking weird religious person, you know?
But I mean, it's like going to if you really love Drag Race and that's your passion and you go to like a Drag Race night and you meet someone else who loves Drag Race and you have like a shared interest.
I know. I mean, it is hard to meet people when you're like, if you're a single person over 40, 30, like, what do? Like, you do the apps, right?
Yeah.
But like, where in real life? I mean, I
think like Irish people can go to Irish bars.
But no
Gay
Germans.
people can go to gay bars.
Okay.
But that's it.
That's it. That's the only... What about axe throwing?
You can be delineated by like music choice, like goth.
Well, that's what I'm still holding
metal,
out for.
rockabilly.
I'm still
like,
holding
those
out for
people
my
have
Meg
community.
Ryan goth version where I like spill my giant cup of coffee over some beautiful like goth Mexican DJ or whatever.
We've talked about religion and our thoughts on it, but I guess if there's people who are religious, they're probably not listening by now. But,
No, they probably didn't even get to this podcast, I would say.
But like, it's not that we have a problem with your love of community or friendship or family
Or mythology.
Or
Because they're all
mythology.
fierce. They're all very fierce, like on paper.
But
They're cunty.
it's when who you are starts dictating how I live my life.
Yeah, like, let's not get crazy now.
That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, and also, you know, I don't know. I don't have a lot of Jewish friends. I don't have a lot of Muslim friends. So I don't really know, like, the ins and outs of, like, the everyday customs that seem to me to be weird. Like, you can't turn anything on Saturday? Why are you wearing that wool coat, you freak? You're like, you know, things like that. It just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense.
In, like, our modern life. I mean, this doesn't make a lot of sense.
But this doesn't make sense.
None.
And none of it
But
makes
it's still
sense if you
hot.
think
Yeah.
about it.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
But this makes a lot of sense because it's hot. I think the moral of the story is like humans are such a flop civilization.
I guess
Flopped
it's about
so hard.
It's a tribalistic thing, isn't it? Like you're in your tribe, we're in our tribe, and we've got to have this sense of like otherness.
2,000 years of civilization, Christian-wise, and we still are doing war. Flop.
But that's
Flop.
because, not to get conspiracy theorist on it, but that's because like there's higher powers, actual higher powers of like oligarchs and
Flop. That's a flop.
But like we're being made, it's like the environment, right? Like we're being made to like sort our plastic from our paper when industry is pumping the world full of
I know, isn't that
toxins.
wild? It's like, I'm like, oh, I'm recycling. It all goes to Trash Island, by the way.
But don't you think all of that is like we're being made to feel like us and them, like religious people hate queer people,
Sure.
not all of them, but like as a sweeping generalization, in this sort of attempt to keep us busy while someone
they're-
upstairs is
I mean, it sounds a little paranoid, Courtney. That sounds a little
Paranoid or
paranoid. It sounds a little
realistic?
4chan. Sounds a little 4chan.
maybe I'll start a 4chan chat. What's 4chan?
No, I just think it's so embarrassing. You know, like if Arrival, that movie happened in real life, and the aliens come and we finally learn how to communicate with them, they're gonna be like, you guys are such flops. You're such flops. You have the most insane technology to video game destroy an entire country halfway around the world, but you still poop in like toilets and wipe your
How
ass
else are you
with
gonna poop?
paper. Mama.
Colostomy?
It should literally like come out of your body and like sprout into a garden. That should the technology should have gone to that and not like drone missiles and shit.
Right,
It's
okay.
insane. Do you know what I mean though? Like,
Yeah.
we still have to flush our turds down the toilet.
I mean, I think that's very efficient. I'm going to disagree with you on toilets.
There's a better way. If you like dream it. Like I want to live
Dream
out loud
shitting?
for a moment. Like
Okay,
really dream. My utopian experience does not involve defecation.
What don't you like about poo? See, you've been taught to
Scat queen.
to think that there's something wrong with your feces.
No. There is an inherent and biological imperative saying, don't eat that.
I'm not saying I want to eat my poo.
But you're saying you love it.
No, but like this anal fixation / disgust of the anus.
No, I love my anus. I
Yeah.
hate the poop.
Love the anus, hate the poop.
Yeah, I hate that shit. Literally, I do. I hate it. I mean, listen. I mean, just think about it. Like Oppenheimer could have been about that.
About poop?
Yeah, Oppenheimer could be. We have to figure out a way to start. We can't stop defecating, but we can turn the moment of defecation into something incredible.
What have you got against pooping?
Everything. Are you nuts?
Okay.
Well, it smells like shit. It has to go.
Yeah.
It clogs the toilet. You call the plumber, $13,000. No shade to the plumber. Love the plumber. Love the plumber.
How much could one banana cost?
$10. But think of it. Tastes like shit. Looks like shit. Shit is shit. It's bad. Everybody hates it. That's the one thing we can all agree on, except Germans.
Am I pulling the world apart by saying that we should all rethink our thoughts on shit?
I know. I think we could all.
It's just a shit. Isn't it just if you don't seek life in the profane and the profound, you're missing half the story?
Love that.
Like, shit is just as good as...
If you got to do it, you might as well do it with a smile. I don't know. But I mean, you know what I mean? Like, why haven't we...
How do you feel about Eastern squatting toilets?
We don't squat enough in the West.
We don't. Have you got a squatty potty?
I do not. But I poop standing up.
Do you perch on your toilet seat?
No, actually standing up. I poop straight, but I have a pooping gurney.
So I went to a place in Thailand, like a fasting retreat, and you gave yourself a daily...
Enema,
and you had a kalima board, and it like laid on the toilet, and it was like kind of like a gurney. Then you put a tube up your jacksie.
Humiliating.
And squirt a few litres of coffee up there and squirt it all out.
No, not coffee. We can't do coffee enemas.
Well,
2025.
I tell you what, I couldn't sleep, and I didn't know why. And I was like, it's because you just put litres of caffeine up your anus.
You're not supposed to do that.
But that's what I was at a professional establishment.
Listen, rapers.
It was a fasting retreat in Koh Samui, Thailand.
That's where I did my retreat.
Yeah.
It sounds very suspicious.
RuPaul famously loves a coffee enema.
No, that's a joke. I know it's a joke. It has to be a joke. Ru.
But coffee enemas are a real thing. Because the coffee is cleansing.
Triple filtered?
It begins like a cleansing process of your bowel.
I think that's insane. If you are of the belief that you're so unclean that you need to stick Folgers up your ass to get clean, you're crazy.
It's not about being unclean.
No, it's the thought of being unclean.
No, it's about detoxification and longevity.
Oh, gosh. I'm going to fight you on this.
And caffeination.
Well, caffeination, that's a great way to caffeinate.
Did you never, when you were young, try squirt a little something to drink up your booty hole?
Mary, I've shoved everything on my ass. Everything has been up my ass. That thing's been up my ass. That thing's been up my ass. I can tell this has been everything's been up my ass. I used to do drugs up my ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Big time. It's the second fastest route, ROA, route of administration other than using needles, which I never did. I hate that. But
subcutaneous, nasal, anal.
Ooh. Also, snorting stuff is weird because it's so unnatural.
Mm. Yeah, because you're meant to breathe.
Yeah, but nobody really needs to snort stuff. That snorting drugs are so druggy to me because it's like, oh, we're doing drugs. Anyway.
How do you feel about colonic irrigations?
I think it's kind of crazy. I don't know. I'm not an endocrinologist or a scientist, but I know that the liver and the kidneys really pick up the weight when it comes to detoxing of the body. That's all they do.
How do you feel about fasting?
I don't know enough about it. I've heard so many different things, and I don't really care about it because I hate food. Not eating is not a problem for me.
You know, every major religion has a period of fasting built into its holy books.
I think that's
fierce. Interesting.
I think that's fierce.
When you fast, after 24 to 48 hours, your body goes into a process.
Wait. Oh, no. We're not doing that.
Oh, not multi-day fasts?
No. I had 3 Soylents for lunch, and I'm fucking starving.
Well, you're only meant to... Oh.
I'm starving.
You should have spaced them out.
Yeah, but I don't think there's any virtue in hunger or poverty but I understand it's there are lessons and there's a spiritual practice to it, but...
Well, something about observing your reality as it is, not as you want it to be, and you're feeling hungry, and you're like, oh, I'm feeling hungry now. Yeah. I understand that's a bodily response from a caveman time when you had to eat. Yeah. But if you don't eat, then your body goes into a process called autophagy, where it starts detoxifying itself. It starts producing more human growth hormone.
Eating, though. Phagy is eating.
Eating
itself.
Well, cleaning it up. It's like vacuuming the blood.
But it's like scraping its own barnacles. But plot twist, the barnacles are the ship. Do you know what I mean? Okay.
Well, if you stop eating for a month, yes, the barnacles are the shit.
People do they stop eating for 3 days. My studio mate did it a bunch of times, and another friend of ours did it too. It was all water, and I was like, y'all are nuts.
I've done that. I've done like a 4-day fast.
Oh my God, how?
I mean, it's actually after like the first 24 hours are painful and you're hungry, but once you get over that, yeah, it's actually...
It's like a battered woman.
No, it's it's that
Stockholm
hunger
syndrome?
goes away and actually like you start...
hallucinating?
Ketosis, where your body starts using your fat to power your brain instead of carbohydrates.
I mean, it's not for me. Let me just say that because I struggle to eat 3 meals a day. I hate food. That's another thing Oppenheimer should have done.
You hate food.
Food pill, Mary.
What about that lovely restaurant you took me to the other night?
Oh, La Noodles?
Yeah.
Oh, they're cunt.
Do you like that food?
Of course I do.
So what?
But that's one meal. We got 2 more to take care of, you know what I mean?
But like, is your hate of food the place that you're getting the food, or is it food in general?
No, it's just like I would much rather do other stuff than eat food.
Right.
You know, I don't know how to cook. It's funny, my name is McCook, I don't know how to cook.
If you had a personal chef...
Oh my gosh. I still wouldn't be happy.
I was talking to a 25-year-old twink personal chef on Grindr earlier.
25-year-old twink personal chef.
And I was like, I'm sorry, young man, but you're below my age range.
But with the culinary ability, that's a big get.
But a private chef.
That's a big get.
What would you want to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
I would do steel-cut oatmeal with with fruits and
chia
seeds. Chia seeds, absolutely. Big bowl of it. And then I would do coffee, lots of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Lunch, you'd probably do like chicken, rice, and broccoli. And then for dinner, you have noodles or pasta.
Vanity and I used to go to this place, I can't remember what it was called, it was like a Chinese joint in Sydney. It was kind of iconic, very low rent, low watt overhead institutional lighting, tables, plastic chairs.
Yeah.
And they did this like Hainanese chicken. It was just like a boiled, back when I ate meat, it was like a broiled chicken breast. It came with a bowl of dirty dishwater soup.
Love.
It was just like the broth from the chicken with a few shallots in it, spring onions, and like a little like sambal chili, some steamed greens.
Dying for it. Well, I mean, my favorite place in LA for Thai is Love to Eat Thai, LUV2 Eat Thai. There's a little hole in the wall. Fabulous food.
I love Tatsu ramen.
You do. You're obsessed.
Yeah, why don't you like it?
I mean, I don't not like it, but you get in a groove. You are obsessed with fucking Runyon.
Yeah.
This woman you cannot keep her from Runyon. Every day she's like, you want to do Runyon? I was like, no.
I just love fitness and a friend.
I love fitness, I love friends too.
I love going to Runyon because you get 90 minutes.
Well, you do the long one.
Yeah, I love the long one.
I like the short, like,
I love 2 hours because, you know, men don't talk face to face, we talk shoulder to shoulder. So at Runyon, it's a great place for a date because you're doing something. You don't feel like if you've gone on a date and it's a bump, you just take the short route. Like, you know within the first few minutes whether you want to take the long route or the short route.
That's tea.
Then there's some bushes if things go really well. No, I've never. I've shat at Runyon.
Well, I know friends of yours that I've met through you, slut, do cruising because they're super hot. They're like the kind of guys that look like, if you're think of a hot guy, it's that guy. You know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, these are people who would go out. I'd be like, where are you guys going? They'd be like, we're going out. And they go out on a Friday night into WeHo and then just let people enjoy them.
I
and
really love
collect
that about
sex
him
like,
in particular.
It's amazing.
He's just like, he's so liberated and enjoys it and loves it.
Well, because when you look like that and you're in a safe gay mecca, you're the Venus and the oyster. The world is your oyster. It's like, whatever the expression is, it's a buffet for you.
Yeah.
And you just have to say yes or no. And that's all you have to do. It's so wild. You're like, here I am. Who wants to fuck me? Or who do I want to fuck? And they do it in public.
Yeah.
But
But there's something liberated and like fun about that. Like,
Absolutely. That sounds like a blast.
Yeah.
Ugly people could never do it.
Have you never been cruising? Like in a public cruising spot?
I'm not exactly the cruising type. I mean, no. I wish.
I feel like we should go to Berlin to somewhere. No?
No, you lost me at Berlin.
Oh.
I hate
Bit
you.
like a little more like crunchy, a little more like liberated, a little less caring about like the artifice.
What about the naked beach here? It gets really sexual.
Yeah?
Oppenheimer could have done that too, about sex. Would like drop the bomb on our sex shame. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, I don't
I've
know.
now just detached from reality. It took this long, but it happened, and I don't know how to circle back from Oppenheimer should drop the bomb on our sex shame.
Well, we're not seeing eye to eye on shit, so I don't know
no,
where
we're
we
not.
go from there.
But we could see eye to eye.
But
Brown eye to brown
Oh,
eye.
I knew you were going to say
Rub
that.
bums.
You disgusting piece of shit. In the chapter 2 of like When Good Things Happen to Perfect People, Courtney Act's life story, her bowel movements are so regular, they're so on the clock, on the money, and they're so smooth and painless and without incident that she's grown to love the idea of shit.
And I don't need to douche.
That's how you know you cannot trust this woman.
Well, I've never had an accident. I mean, I do douche.
That's how you definitely know you can't. Your douche is in my house right now.
That wasn't my douche. Well, it was my douche. But I didn't.
That was a
I don't think I
huge
used
douche,
it.
by the
I left
way.
it there because I was like, this douche is too big.
It was like this, and then
Yeah.
it looked like a fucking it looked like the gas, the thing,
a jerry can.
No, the thing you put at the gas station. The
Oh yeah, the nozzle, the pump.
It looked exactly like that.
That reason that it is at your house is because I ordered a douche off Amazon,
Okay.
and that came, and I was like, well, this is not for me.
It's wild.
This is not
It's crazy.
for my petite.
You're petite. No,
my
it's like
petite body.
blow out your whole
They
back.
say you should only it's like a little bulb and like a dainty little. Otherwise, you're cleaning past the S bend and.
And if you're getting fisted, then that's probably of interest to you. But for us little girls, we're just getting poked in our rear ends. It's just the rectum.
You just need that.
Just
first.
the
You don't
rectum,
want to
mama.
breach the second chamber.
It's just the rectum. And I know people think it's so dreary and impossible to go back to condoms, but that was the benefit. That was one
No
of
shit
the
on
great
your dick.
benefits of condoms is like, oh, there's an accident. My dick is clean.
But like having not had an accident, I'm unfamiliar with how they happen. Like I feel like it's not just shit on the condom. It's like poo comes
Well,
out.
that's
and can
where a
go
sense of
everywhere.
smell comes in handy.
Yeah.
Because if
See,
you're
I
alert.
don't have a good sense of smell. I had to get both my nostrils cauterized in the early 2000s because they wouldn't stop
Okay,
bleeding.
now we're getting somewhere.
Now it
Flaws.
makes sense.
Okay, yeah. I think that. I was going to say I have a sixth sense for smelling, but I think it's just one of the 5.
It's one
yeah.
of the 5.
I,
A heightened sense of smell.
yeah, I don't love shit in the bedroom. I don't love it anywhere, to be honest.
If I am ever emitting aromas that are inappropriate, apart from the farts
Excuse
that
me,
I'm doing, obviously.
holding out your finger like
my
a
finger.
school, like a grade schooler, and then. But the resonant sound that your farts make, not to get gross, I know the ass is clean. It sounds like a clean ass fart.
You
Like
heard it
it's not a
here.
hairy ass. It's like clean and it's fresh and it's shiny. It's probably
I'm
like
glad you spent so much time thinking about my hole.
Well, I hear it a lot, so yeah. It's like it has like a clean trumpet sound.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm very glad for you to be my guest today on RnR with Courtney Act.
Thank you. I have to say, I came in here in a fucking bad mood.
Did you?
Yeah, and now I feel great.
Aww.
So the
A little
power of
friend
television.
therapy, the power of television.
No, seriously, thank you. Yeah, oh my God, I came here mad as hell.
Oh.
Fat, nasty, and broke Korean shambles.
Thank you so much for tuning into RnR with me, Courtney Act. I am your host. This is Katya Zamolochikova. You can find her on the social medias.
Yeah. At Katya. At Katya. At Katya_Zamo. On all relevant platforms.
Are you on Blue Sky?
I sure am.
Good.
I don't skeet there yet, though.
I skeeted there today.
Did you?
Yeah. I
What'd you
said
skeet
that
about?
I'm glad that putting a Lady Gaga song on Spotify takes me through a journey of her anthology because I love listening to that old Gaga. It really gets me.
I mean, I forget that all the tweets were like, this brings me back to being 12. I'm 35. I'm like, how long has she been here?
Yeah.
And she's been here forever.
She performed at our club in Sydney in like 2008. It was the Born This Way era.
That's almost 20 years ago.
Send us an email,
Yeah.
CourtneyRnR@gmail.com.
And let us know if you're going to use a condom because you're worried about shit.
Yeah, let us know. Or I just want to backpedal.
Okay.
I do douche. I do douche.
So what you're saying is you're a liar.
But what I'm saying is that if the moment takes me and I am found in a situation where anal penetration is possible or likely, I am aware enough of my
You know
bowel
your body.
movements to know
Yeah.
whether or not putting a dick up my ass is a good idea.
If we know anything about Miss Act, it's that she is in tune with her body both inside and out. Shanti, that sounds racist. Yep.
Thank you, Katya, and we'll see you next time.
God bless America. Thank you so much for having me. Goodbye.
Oh, my testicle is like crunching on my tucking.
Are you tucked under there?
Well, just lightly folded.
Ad-free versions and extended episodes of RnR with Courtney Act are available on Mum Plus Gold at patreon.com/Mum Plus. RnR with Courtney Act is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mum, hosted by Courtney Act, produced by Big Dipper, edited by Griffin Dunn, theme song and audio supervision by Will Pitts, engineering and technical direction by Margot Padilla, media and design support by Stone Cole, set design by Ara Sevilla, production assistance from Austin Garcia, chairs furnished by Ellison Studios, executive produced by Alaska Willem, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio, recorded at Forever Dog Productions. It's easy to savor more this spring with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor. Just heat up and enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want, like asking your friend deep and meaningful questions while looking gorgeous on your new podcast. Get started at factormeals.com/Courtney50off and use code Courtney50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.